Hey, folks, and welcome back to Glenn and Adrian's Rock Talk. That's Adrian.
And that's Glenn.
And today we return to the Warning on their tour of Europe, mostly through festivals, but not entirely. We're looking at a clip today from a show that was not in a festival. This is actually just one of their headlining shows in Frankfurt on June 17. From the front row, we have a camera that captured a lot of good clips. I thought we would start with Martyrio, one we haven't seen lately, and just see where it goes from there. It's a pretty lengthy clip, so it could be more than just the song itself. This is about 5.5 minutes, and I think the song's only about 4 minutes, so we will see. But Adrian, any thoughts ahead before we take a look at this? Any thoughts?
It's one of my favorite songs in another language.
Yeah, pretty good stuff. Hellfest just dropped recently. It turns out some of that movie clip containing all the songs is blocked worldwide. Stay tuned on that one. And today was Graspop. So they're getting around. Tomorrow's going to be Pinkpop, Netherlands, and then that's it for the tour. They go home. They spend 2 weeks at home, and then they come back to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and start their tour in America, this time a headlining tour. So, yeah, of course, always enjoy hearing this song, but also I like seeing whatever clips we have been able to see on this tour. It was a little challenging. It seems to be opening up. Fingers crossed. But this one looks pretty good, and it came recommended. Let's take a look at this. We'll discuss after. Thoughts, Adrian?
Oh, the song ends with the audience singing a cappella the last riff of the song.
Yeah. And then Pyle stops them with a big virtual hug, it looked like, which actually not a bad way to do it. I know that they've kind of grappled with the problem of how do we stop the audience? We've got another song we want to start. But yeah, I liked that. That was fun. There were things in that clip that I thought were pretty unique. But why don't you go ahead, Adrian?
For some reason, I think Danny looks like she's rocking the Angus Young vibe with like what looks like it could be a school uniform.
Well, yeah, she does wear that from time to time. I remember she wore that while playing with Bandmate when they had that kind of that joint gig. Yeah, it was the same outfit. And as a matter of fact, I saw there's an interview that just dropped today with, I think Allie was wearing the pants from that outfit. So I thought, oh, okay, they share clothes. Yeah, I guess I knew that. So
they complete the look with Dr. Martens, of course.
Oh, yeah, of course. That's good. And that's to weigh them down, in case of a big wind. I noticed they all got their very own fan. So I know that the following evening was also an indoor gig where they headlined in Luxembourg. And the reports are that it was 40 Celsius inside, which is 105 degrees, so super, super hot. A lot of places in Europe don't have AC, so it can be a bit of an issue sometimes. Maybe that was the case with that place. Looks to me like this place probably had a similar issue, just by virtue of the fact you don't often see the fans that close to them. I mean, right at everybody's feet, basically. Each fan was about 2 feet away from, their mic stands or, the drums, etc. So that indicates that was a concern. I liked at the very top of the clip where we could see Allie going through scales or something while that thing was going, rawr, rawr. That sound, that was going on. She was just doing this. And you could see it really clearly, too. And then also you could see Danny's guitar tech working with the case of Danny guitars. You could see all the guitars in the lit up case, behind her. And he's in there, pulling out the next guitar for whatever the next song is. We may go to this show a lot, depending on how many clips this camera has, because that was quite good. Particularly the view, being able to see everything, like you're right up on them. And he barely had to move the camera, and everybody was in the frame.
Yeah, also lights all over the place. I like a show with a lot of lights.
Yeah, it's nice. It is nice. It almost looks like they have the house lights up or something, which is fine.
Yeah.
No, I don't mind.
It does look like the house lights. They're very colorful.
So I definitely want to look at more of this show. And as a matter of fact, I might even want to look at this clip again on my own time, because all three of them, you can see what they're doing throughout the whole thing. And really, it's kind of entertaining what all three of them are doing. Kind of in their own worlds on stage. Yeah, it's kind of worth it. Just if you're kind of wondering, you can almost guess what's going through their minds at various times, and the decision-making process. Anyway, very cool. Glad to have that particular clip. Richard Gaetti is the camera's name. Thanks, Richard. And we will certainly be continuing with this show. I'm sure we're going to be continuing with several clips from this whole tour well after the tour ends, because there's quite a bit coming out now, finally. So we're glad about that. Why don't you give your thoughts below on this particular clip? Let us know if you were there at the show. Maybe you can tell us what it was like inside. Again, it looks hot, so any confirmation would be good. And if you have other suggestions, leave those as well. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoyed the presentation, please subscribe. Don't forget, there's a second channel, Modern Rock Talk, where I'm putting up interview reactions, among other things. And I just put up a Hellfest interview. That was fun to see. And there's more coming out. I know that Grasspop just dropped one. Thank you so much for joining us here today, and we'll catch you on the next one, all right? Take care, folks.
See you all later.